This daily dose is brought to you by Pirate.Black. ARRR.
Now, Arctic Mind also expressed concerns, not necessarily with Pirate Chain, but with different projects in the sphere in regards to regulation. Because if you have pre-mine, if you have developer taxes and things like that, that can make you a target for regulation. To my knowledge, reading up on Pirate Chain, there's none of that involved.
Nope.
Okay. So that's good. That's good. So there's no pre-mine. But one of the concerns that people have in the Monero community is how much has been mined in such a short period of time. And I do know that, to a certain degree, if these projects are going to last for a long period of time, what difference is 8 years or 2 years? You know what I mean? Because like 98% of the Monero has been mined, I think. And then similar with Bitcoin.
It's going to be 100% next year, I believe.
Really? And then we go into tail mission, right? Yep. And then that said, what is your response to that?
Well, my response is essentially, it depends on the project. It really does. Because there's projects out there that release their full supply. Like there's like the tokens that are out there for certain projects, they release their entire supply and they still thrive. It's because it all depends on supply and demand. And, they generally depend on, say ICOs or IEOs or whatever to distribute. So it all depends on the initial distribution, how it gets kind of evened out over time and so forth. So whether you mine it in 2 years or 40 years or whatever, to me, it's not that big of a deal as long as the distribution is easily accessible and as long as, you have the user base over time to start building up and buying and basically leveling out the playing field in terms of, how much everyone has.
Right. And I think it's impressive that you guys have gotten as far as you've gotten without any pre-mine or developer tax or anything like that. Because I know to break into the market now, a lot of people, they do pre-mine, they do things like this so that they could market, so that they could get liquidity out there. But you guys have, done good coming into the market late and not having any of that stuff. So that's great.
Follow the treasure to Pirate.Black, because financial privacy today is freedom tomorrow. ARRR.